glad you joined me for day 2. Remember yesterday we talked about compassion. I hope that you were able to show compassion to someone in your family. Today we're going to talk about friendship, and I have a Bible story from the book of 1 Samuel. It's from 2 different chapters. It's from chapter 18 and chapter 19, and it is the story of David and his friend Jonathan. Alright, so I'm not going to read this one. I'm just going to summarize it to you today. It's from 1 Samuel 18 verses 1 through 8 and 1 Samuel 19 verses 1 through 7. But I'm going to just tell you a summary of the story and then we're going to talk about it. Alright, so David was a very brave man and everyone loved him. He'd become a hero because he killed Goliath. David was successful at everything he did. At first, King Saul liked David, but then he became jealous of him. People in the kingdom started liking David more than King Saul. This made King Saul want to hurt David. King Saul had a son named Jonathan. He was a prince and he was best friends with David. King Saul told Jonathan and all of his workers to kill David. Jonathan decided to warn him and help David hide from King Saul. While David was hiding, Jonathan told his father all of the great things his friend had done. King Saul listened to Jonathan and took an oath that he would not kill David. Jonathan was a good friend by keeping David safe. He was kind and loyal to David, even when others in his family were trying to hurt him. Alright, so let's look at this little picture. This says friendship. What does friendship mean? It means looking out for someone, to make and to keep a friend. That's what David and Jonathan were to each other. Jonathan could have turned his back on him when his dad wanted to kill him, but he didn't. He stayed friends with him. He saved David. Alright, so a great scripture that can help you remember what you need to do is Luke 6:31. And it says, "Do for others as you would like them to do for you." You want someone to be a good friend with you, so you're going to be a good friend to them. Let's talk about some ways that you can do that. How do you know if someone is a good friend to you? Tell your mom and dad, what are some ways that someone can be a good friend to you? What does it take to be a good friend? How do you keep and make friends? Those are lots of things that I want you to talk about with your mom and dad today. And I want you to look at the story of David and Jonathan. Remember the story that we just read and summarized, and think about how David and Jonathan were good friends and how you can be a good friend to those around you. All right, so don't forget about compassion and how to be a good friend. I'll see you tomorrow.